How should one respond to disrespect? Disrespect is a frequent issue that everyone encounters, often leading to feelings of anger and frustration. However, we can draw valuable insights from the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, which offers guidance on navigating challenging circumstances with wisdom and composure. In this video, we will delve into 10 actionable Stoic principles that can enhance our ability to manage disrespect more effectively. As always, I encourage you to remain resilient and join me until the conclusion of the video. Let's get started. First, maintain your composure. A fundamental principle of Stoicism is that our reactions are shaped not by external events, but by our perceptions of those events. As Epictetus noted, it is not the events themselves that trouble us, but rather our perspective on them. This implies that disrespect in itself is not necessarily damaging or offensive. It is our interpretation and assessment of it that lead to feelings of hurt or anger. When faced with disrespect, it's essential to recognize that such behavior stems from the other person's thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, rather than being a true measure of your value or worth. This understanding can assist you in maintaining your composure and preventing their disrespect from impacting your emotional well-being. 2. Engage in self-reflection. A key principle of Stoicism is the commitment to self-reflection and introspection. Stoics held that the caliber of our thoughts directly influences the quality of our lives, and they encouraged continuous self-improvement and betterment of our actions. Marcus Aurelius once stated that the quality of your thoughts directly influences your happiness. When confronted with disrespect, it is crucial to engage in self-reflection and consider questions such as, is there any validity to the remarks or actions of the other person? Did I contribute to this situation through my own words or actions? How can I respond in a manner that aligns with my principles and values? Through objective self-reflection on both yourself and the circumstances, you can achieve a clearer insight into the event and your involvement in it. This practice aligns with Stoic principles, allowing your responses to stem from reasoned judgment instead of hasty reactions. It facilitates learning from the experience and fosters personal development and wisdom. 3. Embrace the power of pause. Seneca famously stated that when you feel anger, recognize that it is not just a temporary issue, but a habit you are reinforcing. The Stoics emphasize the significance of self-discipline and logical thinking. They contend that hasty responses fueled by strong emotions, such as anger or frustration, frequently result in unwise choices and avoidable pain. When confronted with disrespect, the Stoic philosophy advises against impulsive reactions. Instead, take a brief moment to reflect and gather your thoughts. This interval helps you regain emotional control and enables you to respond in a more deliberate and considerate way. By resisting the urge to react right away, you can ensure that your response is more in line with the Stoic values of wisdom and self-discipline. This method frequently results in more productive and less emotionally intense exchanges when dealing with disrespect. Taking a moment to pause is an essential Stoic technique that helps preserve calmness and enables rational decision-making in the face of disrespect, ultimately fostering more favorable results and personal development. Additionally, it is important to cultivate empathy. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, advises us to look for goodness not in external circumstances, but within ourselves. Stoics hold the view that humanity is interconnected and that gaining insight into the motivations and feelings of others can enhance our interactions and foster personal development. In instances of disrespect, Stoicism advocates for the practice of empathy. By attempting to view the situation from the other person's perspective, you can gain a deeper understanding. This empathetic approach allows you to perceive the circumstances from a new viewpoint, helping you recognize that the disrespect may not be directed at you personally or intended to harm. Their behavior might stem from their own insecurities, fears, or lack of understanding. Practicing empathy can foster compassion for the individual and lessen any negative emotions you may harbor towards them. By putting yourself in the shoes of the person who has disrespected you, you can prevent their words or actions from affecting you personally and instead respond with greater respect and dignity. Empathy allows you to grasp the other person's viewpoint, emotions, and underlying motivations. Rather than reacting with anger or defensiveness, consider responding with kindness and respect. This approach helps prevent the situation from escalating and allows you to preserve your dignity. Demonstrating empathy aligns with Stoic values such as wisdom, compassion, and personal growth. It provides an opportunity to learn from difficult experiences and develop as an individual. By embracing empathy, you can handle disrespect in a more positive and constructive manner. Before moving on, acknowledge yourself for reaching this point in the video. Having demonstrated your strength, let's continue through to the end of the video. 5. Focus on virtue. A key principle of Stoicism is the cultivation of virtues like wisdom and courage. These traits enable us to lead fulfilling lives and make ethical choices. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, stated that virtue equates to right reason. In essence, to be virtuous is to be rational. Aligned with the natural order, Stoics assert that virtue represents the ultimate good in life, deeming all else as indifferent. When confronted with disrespect from others, Stoicism encourages us to prioritize virtue in our reactions. This approach does not imply that we should overlook or accept the disrespect. Instead, it suggests that we should respond in a manner that embodies our Stoic values and principles. By prioritizing virtue, we can shield ourselves from emotional influences, uphold our dignity and integrity, and foster personal growth. Stoicism encourages us to strive for our highest potential, even in challenging circumstances. A fundamental teaching of Stoicism is to embrace acceptance, particularly regarding aspects beyond our control, like the disrespect shown by others. Epictetus stated that a truly wise individual does not lament what they lack, but instead finds joy in what they possess. This highlights the importance of gratitude for our current blessings, rather than fixating on our deficiencies. Additionally, Stoicism emphasizes the need to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot, a principle referred to as the Stoic dichotomy of control. Ultimately, we have authority only over our own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. However, we cannot control external circumstances or the actions of others. Consequently, when confronted with disrespect, it is essential to maintain our inner tranquility. We should view such experiences as a natural aspect of life and concentrate on how we can enhance ourselves and our circumstances. By responding to disrespect with composure, we can prevent feelings of anger, frustration, and resentment. This approach also allows us to gain insights from the situation and foster personal growth. This approach enables us to address disrespect in a composed and logical manner. Incorporating humor can be beneficial. A touch of laughter can significantly lighten the mood. As the philosopher Seneca noted, true self-mastery comes from understanding how to handle matters that do not warrant serious concern. While Stoicism emphasizes emotional regulation and rational action, it also acknowledges the importance of humor in navigating difficult circumstances. Humor can assist us in maintaining our emotional equilibrium and prevent us from becoming overly angry or irritated in the face of disrespect. Rather than allowing our emotions to overwhelm us, we have the option to react with a clever comment or a light-hearted joke. While it's important to use humor judiciously and not overdo it, it can serve as an effective Stoic strategy for addressing disrespect in a manner that fosters a more constructive and harmonious result. 8. Establish firm boundaries. Stoicism is not about being submissive, it's about being steadfast. A steadfast rock that remains unyielding against disrespect and injustice, a rock that recognizes its value and insists on being treated with dignity, a rock that manages what is within its power and releases what is beyond its control. When faced with disrespect, you need not accept it passively. There is no requirement to respond with anger. Instead, you can maintain your composure and assertiveness. You have the ability to communicate what was inappropriate and express your expectations for how you wish to be treated. You have the ability to establish clear and sensible boundaries that safeguard your dignity and self-respect. This is a fundamental lesson of Stoicism. It encourages us to embody strength, justice, and courage. It emphasizes the importance of self-respect and respect for others. Additionally, it guides us in preserving our inner composure and outer dignity, regardless of the circumstances we face. 9. Embrace forgiveness. Picture a situation where someone shows you disrespect. How do you respond? Do you respond with anger, or do you choose to move on? The timeless teachings of Stoicism provide valuable insights. According to Stoics, forgiveness is not merely an act of kindness towards others. It is a profound gift to yourself. It serves as a pathway to achieving inner peace and happiness. However, forgiving is not a simple task. It does not imply that you forget or condone the wrongdoing. Instead, it involves the conscious decision to let go of the negative feelings that are causing you more harm than anyone else. Stoics advocate for forgiveness, but not without discernment. Forgiveness should be approached with both compassion and a sense of justice. Stoicism encourages us to concentrate on what lies within our control and to release what does not. While we cannot dictate the actions of others, we do have the power to determine our reactions. By choosing to forgive, we liberate ourselves from the weight of anger and resentment, allowing us to progress with a sense of inner peace and calm. This is the essence of Stoicism when it comes to forgiveness. It is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of strength. It does not signify defeat, but rather represents a triumph. Forgiveness is not a loss, but a valuable gain. It embodies the highest form of self-care and personal development. 10. Shift your perspective. Perspective allows you to view situations from a wider and more impartial angle. This ability can prevent you from overreacting or taking offense when faced with disrespect. Instead, it enables you to understand that such disrespect is relatively insignificant in the larger context of life. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, once stated that our lives are shaped by our thoughts. By adopting a broader perspective, you can recognize that many instances of disrespect are trivial and fleeting. They do not diminish your intrinsic value or joy. Furthermore, such disrespect often stems from the other person's ignorance, insecurity, or vulnerability, rather than your own. You have the option to overlook it or to forgive it. Consider gaining insight from the situation instead of allowing it to disturb you. Adopting a broader perspective enables you to concentrate on what truly matters in life, your aspirations, principles, and morals. This approach allows you to channel your time and energy into pursuits that are valuable and significant to you, rather than squandering them on bitterness or retaliation. As a result, you can lead a more satisfying and tranquil life. Therefore, when you encounter disrespect in the future, keep perspective in mind. This will assist you in maintaining your composure and making thoughtful decisions. Keep in mind that Stoicism is not about stifling your feelings, but rather about effectively managing them. By implementing these 10 principles, you can remain calm and resilient in the face of disrespect and rudeness. Please give us a thumbs up to help spread ancient wisdom to a wider audience. If you're new to our community, consider subscribing and activating the notification bell for additional insights on ancient teachings. We greatly appreciate your viewership and look forward to seeing you in our next video. To explore more content on Stoic wisdom, please choose one of the videos now displayed on your screen. Remain stoic.